Alright, 1975 Separator New Holland combine here.
I'm not a big fan.
Corn picker, 1928. Corn husking pegs and hooks. 1800 to 1925 it says. And this is corn shellers, 1845, 1885. This is a Massey Harris Model 20 self-propelled combine, 1938. Oscar Mayer Wienermobile. This is a Granger number 201 fanning mill, 1886. Farmers had no control over markets, but fanning mills helped them secure a higher price for a bushel of clean grain. Special interest organizations, the Grange, helped farmers leverage better prices through cooperative marketing and purchasing by lobbying congressmen to increase the regulation. The maker of this mill made it distinctive by branding it Granger and by colorfully decorating it. This here is a Johnston and Linehan gem grain grater, 1899 to 1916. Farmers used grain graters to clean and sort seed for planting and for sale in local seed companies. The screens in this hand cranked grain grater seeds as small as bluegrass, alfalfa, and clover, and as large as beans, peas, field corn. A 1916 catalog advertised the gem for sale at $9.50. A farmer in Mennonite community near Beatrice, Nebraska, purchased this one for family use. This Zenith radio wind charger, 1935 to 1937. Before public utilities electrified rural America, farm companies redirected power wind energy to generate electrical power. Farm families could mount the wind charger on a roof or a local tower and store output around 32 volts in a DC battery system. This provided adequate to operate low voltage radios, appliances, or electric lights. Zenith marketed 12 brands of radios with DC batteries directly from farm families. This here is a McCormick Deering 1.5 horse gasoline engine with Wyco Electric Type EK magneto, 1926. As much as 1/3 of farm equipment could be made easier by belt power. The farmers needed a consistent source of power, and they rapidly adopted engines to pump water, shell and grind corn for feed, saw wood, separate cream. Belts transfer power from the engine to the pump, feed mill, buzzsaw, or cream separator. Farmers learned how to work internal combustion engines by servicing the small engines in use on farms by 1900. This here is a cream spreader, 1939 to 1947, and it's designed by Raymond Lowy, International Harvester Company, Chicago, Illinois. Electric-based labor on farms in numerous ways. These two would work in conjunction with each other, and that motor would drive a belt that was attached to that unit, and it would separate. cream. You know, it would do its thing. Families converted from either hand-operated or belt-driven machines had to modify implements with electric motors by buying the new stylish machines. Even the most modern came from removable hand-operated cranks. If the power went out, the work continued, and you could still crank the unit there. This is a McCormick Deering Farmall Tractor, 1925 International Harvester Company. International Harvester released the Farmall, the first commercially successful row crop tractor, in 1924. It featured closely spaced front wheels, ran between corn and plants, and a high rear axle that passed over plants during cultivation. Power takeoff ran attachments such as corn pickers. The Farmall gained the name regular after IH released a larger row crop tractor in 1931. 1952 Wienermobile. In 1936, the Oscar Mayer Company began to promote their hot dogs on the streets of Chicago with the very first Wienermobile. The only 1952 model in its original design, the Wienermobile in our collection served as the prototype for Oscar Mayer's more recent 1988 fleet. The Wienermobile reflects an innovative combination of transportation and product promotion that brings together two of America's greatest loves, cars and hot dogs. Can you sing the song? Little Oscar and the Wienermobiles. So we move over here. This thing is huge. What is this? This is a Avery steam traction engine, circa 1916. Self-propelled traction engine, moved from farm to farm under its own steam. 23-ton engine, was powerful enough to pull a gang plow with as many as 8 bottoms, shears a mold board across large farm shields. At harvest, the engine ran a threshing machine that separated kernels from grain grown on those large fields. A steam engine safely operated the machine. This is a simple threshing machine, circa 1840. Simple threshers like this one replaced the repetitive motion of hand flailing grain. A portable combine thresher separator, circa 1870. Most farmers could not afford to buy a thresher separator and steam engine, so they hired crews to do the work. This here is a new Holland Forage harvester, model 600, circa 1952. Dairy farmers use tractors drawn forage harvesters to make nutritious silage for their cattle. Machine rolled copper attachments, cut green corn, chopped it, and blew it into the wagon. Hitched to the harvester, other attachments harvested grasses, legumes. Farmers blew the chopped material into a silo, and then the airless space preserved the livestock feed. New Holland Machine Company. Automatic pickup baler, circa 1943. This tractor-drawn baler changed the way farmers made hay. Before pickup balers, farmers hauled loose hay from the fields to the barn or to stationary balers. This baler went into the hayfield where it picked up cured grass, pressed it into rectangles, and then tied the compressed grasses into a hay bale. Farmers could pick up and move these bales, which made a higher market value as fresh hay. Model of hay lifting fork. Alice Chambers, 1018, 1914. This design was one of the many attempts to reduce the unwieldy size and weight of earlier internal combustion powered tractors. The 1018 tractor was a three-wheeled configuration designed to make turns in fields. Make tight turns in fields. Front wheel also has a center ridge or flange to improve the stability of the turn. Farmers used the gasoline to start the tractor but ran it on cheaper kerosene. It could plow up to 2.3 miles per hour. This here is a Bryan steam tractor, 1924. George Bryan, a locomotive engineer, introduced the high-pressure and light steam tractor in 1916. Bryan's innovative baler, patented in 1919, ran water through the flexible tubes and kerosene-heated chamber. This created high pressure quickly, as much as 600 psi in 5 minutes. And conventional steam engines might generate 200 psi in 2 hours. A smaller machine could not work of machines weighing 10 times more. A smaller machine could do the work of machines that were weighing 10 times more than it. It's steam traction circa 1886. Engineers burned firewood to coal to generate the steam that propelled this engine and provided the power of threshing machines and other devices. It's a model of a mowing machine circa 1867. Little cutters right there, that right there kind of looks a lot like this here. Ambler's mowing machine circa 1836. Model of Man 1849 harvester circa 1873. Ketchum's mowing machine. McCormick's prize mower. Mower improvements, these models. Fish Brothers Farm Wagon, 1895 to 1902. It's like reproduction of a model of McCormick's 1831 Reaper, circa 1955. Twine Binder, circa 1880. The Twine Binder presented the ultimate improvement in mechanical reaper. This horse-drawn machine cut grain beyond the cut grain into sheaves and deposited the sheaves to the ground for workers to stand upright for drying. Some binders used wire to bind sheaves, but twine made for henequen, a plant native to the Yucatan, came to dominate the market. Self-Rake Reaper. This is a Triumph self-raking reaper, circa 1876.